would you want a man to tell you out the gate if they were bisexual?
Like on their dating profile?
Like, would you want to know that? Is that something out the gate that you feel like most women, or even you, that you feel like you would want to know?
I want to know your sexuality when we're talking about our sexuality. Like,
okay.
I really think that that's super private.
And that's what happened with the girl in Atlanta. See, you should have asked out the gate. She went on the date with the nigga in Atlanta, and his boyfriend showed up.
Tell us that story.
Did you not see it? It went viral online. So she ended up going on a date with someone, and while on a date, his boyfriend showed up. He went to the bathroom. They started arguing in the bathroom. They ended up getting into a whole fist fight, and then he left and left her with the bill. So I guarantee you, she would have liked to know that on her first date, a man was going to pop up and be like, babe, this is who you out with? I'm just saying. Out the gate, I would like to know, as someone who's not very judgy, to me, I would like to know the sexuality of a man that I'm even on a date with. Personally.
Yeah. I can understand feeling like it may be misleading for women to meet someone and like you don't find out they're bisexual, but just speaking in terms of generalization, most men are on these dating apps to have sex. Most women are on the dating apps to have a relationship. That's a fact, bro.
Okay.
Like, I think there's a really good documentary on HBO, which would probably be good for a cinema on Patreon, but basically it talks about what we're all looking for, ratio, whether it comes to race, job type, what men swipe on the most, things like that. But in that documentary, they talk about that. And so the issue with talking about my sexuality is you're definitely going to over-sexualize the girl that you want to fuck when you're just swiping. I mean, my nigga told me like, yeah, I wanted to just fuck you. I mean, who doesn't want to just fuck on dating apps?
I don't.
Sorry, men.
Oh. Ones that really want a relationship.
Hot guys on dating apps want to fuck you.
Let's not act like men are only about sticking their dick in things.
Guys that
it's a new year. Let's be considerate of men out here who actually want love.
Super hot guys can get bitches. All the bitches that they're fucking right now want to be in a relationship with them.
Now, you know the problem, and I'm going to blame Lex on this. You giving a lot of pretty niggas some credit. Because all the friends I have love a medium ugly nigga. The medium ugly niggas are the worst.
Yeah, I know.
They getting the most pussy out here because everybody think that the fine niggas getting the most pussy. No, it's the medium ugly. Because y'all sitting here thinking that there's not much competition for the medium ugly. The medium ugly ones is the ones you got to be careful about.
All of them.
Sorry, we hate guys altogether. Let's start.
I don't hate them.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's get into some vanilla shit. So, a tacky bride was roasted for charging guests $65 to attend a wedding. Her wedding. I read this. I have a lot of opinions. For this bride, her wedding day will be double as a payday. Basically, she charged families and friends a minimum fee of $65 to attend her wedding. Her billing strategy was revealed by an attendee who went to Reddit to ask if it was wrong. It said on Reddit, one of my closest friends is getting married and is charging her guests to attend. I always knew she was cheap, so in one way, I'm not surprised. They claimed they received an invitation in the mail, which required the $65 if you RSVP'd yes. It doesn't even say what the fee is for. But after Googling, it says it includes food, music, decorations, and the venue. So they literally want their guests to pay for decorations. The person added that the guests who wanted to eat needed to pay additional money. And if they wanted to stay at the venue, they'd be charged an extra $100. That makes sense. With a gift included, the Redditor said they expected the wedding to set them back more than $400. The thing is, I know they
$400 probably per person.
Yeah, they're saying with the gift.
Okay, got you.
The thing is, I know they have the money, said the friend. She inherited a lot of money from her grandma. They have a house. The fiance is an engineer.
Not the pocket watching.
That's what I was just thinking. They have a boat. They're renovating. I also suspect they can actually afford both the renovation and the wedding, but they're probably just trying to play it smart because they're cheap. Ask her, if you cannot pay but still come to the wedding, can you bring your own dinner? Promise not to look at any of the directions. Those were some of the comments. I want to know what you think about this because immediately when I saw it, I thought, this isn't a big deal in this economy. This isn't a big deal if they're young. This isn't a big deal if we all know they ain't got that much bread. This isn't a big deal if they got a lot of children. However, when I just read that the wife had a boat, a house, and this and that, and again, that's pocket watching, it's kind of like, okay, well, are you prioritizing anything? Like, why are you having a wedding? I understand people that want to like celebrate their love but maybe can't afford it. Like, that's tough. What? Young people?
I just think
A pregnant couple?
okay, so two things can be true. It's tacky.
You want them to go to the courthouse?
It's tacky. Take your ass to the courthouse. Have a more intimate ceremony with your partner. The idea that I have to pay to celebrate your love with probably a nigga we don't like anyway. Let's be very clear. A lot of us normally don't like our friends' partners. We're happy that our friends found love. But bitch, you done overshared over the years. I don't really like this nigga.
I'm going to be real with you. If I pay the fee, I'm not buying shit else.
No, I agree with that.
You're not getting a gift.
But
Sorry,
see,
Dad.
but see, then there's that. Yep, I'm sorry. I think it's just tacky. I mean, and to be very clear, I think it's just weird when people expect like so I got to go to a wedding in this last year. One of my very best friends for over 10 years, Lena, she got married in Vegas.
Fun wedding.
She got married in Vegas.
Okay.
And then literally
Tell us some of the things you spend money on.
Well, so this was also for me to celebrate, but I said, come, let me celebrate y'all. I bought a table at a beach club after.
Okay.
So we literally went from the Vegas wedding to the beach club.
Well, what were their wedding plans after?
What do you mean? What was their
You
wedding
hadn't
plans?
bought the table.
Nothing. They had a dinner that night, but they just wanted this to be very intimate. She had like two of her sisters there because they lived in Vegas already. I just happened to be in Vegas that weekend and I popped up, but they made it very intimate. Here's my thing. When you love somebody, and I've shared this, maybe this is why I also don't want to get married. How to celebrate love with somebody else to me looks like, let's take 2 weeks and travel the world together. The idea of showcasing my love in front of the world and then charging the world to take part in celebrating my love sounds weird. I also don't think that in this economy, we should be spending still $40,000, $50,000 on weddings.
You know what's crazy? I've been thinking about...
Hold on. I hope I ain't overstepping over there. I don't know what the conversations is over there. But I just think if we're talking about the economy and weddings...
Hold on, wait. Actually, Alex, as someone who's wedding planning, is it going way over what you thought it would go?
See, I'm not going to lie. To me, in this economy...
I think about all the...
A couple and what you could spend... Mind you, you and I both have been looking at purchasing real estate over the last couple of years. That money could go towards an actual asset. The idea that everybody that goes to your wedding is going to eat and shit out the food you spend all the money on. The flowers going to die. The dress ain't never going to be worn again. What the fuck am I spending all of this money on for a moment?
Since I started looking up luxury rentals for our AVN thing, which normally I'm like, I want to buy a gown and return it. I have been looking at all of these sites that have Alexander Wang gowns, fucking Vera Wang.
It's dumb.
Not Alexander Wang, Vera Wang, sorry. And I was like, oh, I could just rent my wedding dress? Bitch,
yes.
I'm doing it. My kids don't need it. The style gonna change.
I'm not.
Anyway, no, I was just gonna say, so I've only had one other friend besides Alex get engaged, married, right?
Okay.
And so his wedding is coming, but that person was AJ and Toya. They're in Atlanta. And I remember thinking, when you're close to someone and they have a wedding, you must do more than the other person. How much do you offer? Like, that is what...
Wait. Break that down. You got to do what?
Okay. For example, when you're super close to someone that's getting married and you're part of the wedding party, I feel like that's the people that take on more of the stress. Why is a regular attendee taking on the stress?
I agree.
Like, that to me is
Say that shit for your bridal party.
Right. Like, maybe the bridal party's got to, like, pay for their own dresses, eliminate some of that shit, like, put some more money in, or, like, maybe, I don't know. I remember Sade, one of my homegirls, was talking about how she would do my makeup for my wedding. And it's like, okay, that's a huge cost, right? Like, I feel like friends supposed to be... Now, me, I'm a fun time. So I say, sit me at the table with everybody, y'all in Spain, and you can charge me for the comedian fee. I'll be fun. I'll flirt with the guests. That's what I'm going to do. But no, on some real shit, like, I don't want to hear, if we're casual friends, that you're having, like, money troubles through this. Don't invite me instead. However, if you do need some bread for this wedding, maybe you only need to invite 20 people that you fuck with.
Or maybe you shouldn't be getting married. I can't imagine knowing that finances is the number one reason for a lot of divorces and breakups. The fact that you're going into a wedding, cutting corners financially because you can't afford it, or it doesn't make sense for you financially, you and your partner are at a place right now to maybe be considering marriage. You need to be focused on building a savings account. Really working towards raising each of your net worths together so that this doesn't become a burden, because I can't imagine going straight into a marriage with somebody in debt.
Guess the average wedding cost.
I would say $40,000.
Okay, 28.
And a little bit more if you want to be fancy.
Well, no, that's
$30,000.
That's around the country. So.
Okay, so $30,000.
Yeah, 28 to 38.
Okay.
Weddings with 150 guests. To be real with you, my makeup artist is having a wedding soon, and I was like, "Oh, are you excited? Are you wedding planning?" She was like, "Oh, the venue has the food. The venue's doing the open bar. The venue's doing giving the DJ. Like he's doing this, that." And then she's like, "That was the easiest thing."
Mm-hmm.
I really want to have a destination wedding because I don't really want the pressure of gifts. I
ain't gonna hold you.
What?
The lady asking for $65 per person. When you have a destination wedding, you're expecting people to pay over $1,000 each to attend.
I don't plan on having a lot of people.
No, but I'm just saying.
Agree.
They're spending over $1,000 because there's flight, there's room.
Of course.
So it actually becomes more for your guests to attend a destination wedding.
I'm okay with that.
Of course you are.
The niggas that
the
need
wealth,
a little more cash, we'll have a reception here. But
so 2 weddings. I know that's right. Talk your shit.
Not like 2 weddings, money, but I want to like...
Ball Slater. Go ahead.
The party bitch I am, you think I ain't gonna have a wedding reception with a club flyer? I'm just playing.